Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. I am actually just walking around in my garden to see how things are doing. We had quite a bit of rain and it was almost like a miniature storm yesterday. I'll post that up shortly after the video so you can see how it was raining yesterday. It was quite nice seeing the rain, and the wind was lovely, but we're just coming to check to see how everything is looking in the garden and to make sure things are looking good. So I know some of my viewers were asking to see some of the orchid blooms, so hopefully I'll be able to show you some of the orchids that are in bloom. They are seasonal. Not all are in bloom every month or of the year. Some are best at bloom in the fall, some during spring. Summertime, it's not too many, it's just a few that do adjust to the heat and bloom, during this time. So you'll see that there's some that is losing their blooms, some that are getting ready to bloom, some that may be in full bloom. But as we walk through, and I say we, my husband is somewhere in the garden here walking around as well. But I'll do my best to show you what's in bloom during my walk through the garden. So just bear with me, I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are, and I'll show you, as you can see right here, this is orchids getting ready to bloom. There's one opening right there. Isn't that gorgeous? All of my orchids are gorgeous to me, and you'll probably hear me say gorgeous all the time or beautiful because I just love all of my orchids. I really do. This one, I've got it mounted onto one of the trees that we cut into our yard, and over time, sometimes they don't last, but when we do have to change them out, I'll just take it apart as best I can, reattach to another piece of bark or tree trunk that we pull out from the garden. So let's head in here first and see what's in bloom. Let me just go all the way down to the end, and then I'll just go directly to what I see that it's in bloom. Just not to make this video too long, because those of you that have been watching my channel will see that I have quite a large space of orchids that are in bloom. This is one, and these are spikes, guys. This was covered in blooms, and I'll try and post up a picture as well of this in full bloom so you can see. There's the other one on this side. It's exactly the same, but she's not covered. She's just got a few left. Okay, so we'll go here. Look at this one. This is one of my favorite, but she's now on her way out. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Gorgeous. So you can see that it's losing its bloom already. Some of them are going off, but look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorites, and it smells so sweet. Such a wonderful fragrance. Wonderful fragrance. This is blooming. Look, first time blooming since I've mounted it on here. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And you can see it's attaching really nicely as well. Loving it there. This one is also blooming, but you can see that that's one that's falling off there. Can't reach it right now to take it off, but that's one of the blooms. Isn't it gorgeous? Love it. This is what they call a brassivola. It's a brassivola. These are all cattleyas, guys. Species cattleyas, and they have different specimens of them, and this is where I typically keep those in this space. And yes guys, that one's drying away and I need to trim. A lot of stuff need trimming. And like I said in all of my videos, I'll show you the good, the bad, the ugly. Well, some of this now is the ugly because I need to come in and I need to prune and trim and give them a fresh new look. But I was so anxious because I've had the request to share my orchids with you guys, and here we are. I'm just showing you as many blooms as I can and hope that you do enjoy the blooms. The cattleyas are not usually in bloom a lot during the summertime because I'm here going under and over just to show you guys. There's another one here. It's really pretty. And I've got that mounted on a bamboo. This one I've got in a ceramic pot, just dropped in there and into another pot. So it's getting ready to open up some more here. We've got, this one is getting spent. Into this section. Ooh, look. I did this not too long ago, a few months ago. Again, this was a piece of tree that we cut from the yard, and I just attached some. This here is actually dendrobians, though they're not cattleyas, but I just thought the sun really pours down a bit here, so I thought I'd put it in the entrance to the cattleya courtyard. And look at the buds on this getting ready to open, and that's the flower there. But this one I wanted to show you guys, absolutely beautiful. One of my favorites as well. It's that lime green yellow color, and it has the striping in there. Really beautiful, really beautiful. I'll try again, like I said, to not make this video too long, but when it comes to showing the orchids, let me tell you, I'll never stop. I just love my orchids. My husband and I started collecting orchids and growing orchids quite some time now, at least 7 years. At least 7 years now. And so we have acquired quite a lot. There's one there. It's in bloom. So these are, oh, it's, you know, these are going as well. As you can see, that's what's left of it. But these are now getting ready. Are encyclias, and they've adjusted, and they do seem to like the sun a lot better. And so I've got them growing in direct sun here. And a lot of people didn't know that we could grow these in direct sun. And I realized, because I had another large specimen, that they do like the sun, and so I started to acclimate them into the sun, and they just absolutely love it. So that's what we do. Sometimes we, you know, test and trial and become successful at it. These are so pretty. Look at it, look at that, look at the lip. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at these. I love these. These are the antelope dendrobians. It's a special specimen. These are my husband's favorite, actually, in the dens. One of his favorites. He really loved these, and they come in different sizes. That one that you just saw is a large specimen of it. It's gorgeous. Yes, speckled leaves. And I'm trying to see, yeah, here are some of the smaller specimens that he has. And I know it's kind of hard for you to tell, but I'll put my hand there so you can see how tiny they are, but they bloom a lot. So this one is more of a purple, and if you notice, this one has, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it has more browns in there and just a little less purple. But they're two different types, very close in color, but that's the difference in those two. Another one's gorgeous. Yes. So we have quite a few orchids in bloom, and I'm just hoping I'm able to get everything that's in bloom so you guys can see. There's those that are quite high up. I can't get close unless I take the actual pot down, but that's those in bloom there. And we've got this one as well, which is the epidendrum, and it's the orange, beautiful orange color. But that's how they grow, and you can actually shape them, but I do plan to put this into a nicer pot now that it's established. I kind of wanted it to get established before doing that. This one, guys, is always such a beautiful cluster, and just covered in these yellow flowers, and it's called the yellow bird. It's also a Cattleya type specimen, but it's the Brassivolia type. And again, I've acclimated this into the sun, and it just loves it. It gets a little bit of shade, but mostly sun. These are also in bloom. It's looking so gorgeous on there. There's nothing blooming else. So here, this one, unfortunately, looks like the wind really took a toll on her. And I've just got her onto a piece of wood, into statutory. It should be over there, but we're waiting to get it all sorted again. But this one is always spectacular in the garden. And you guys have met my gardener. We were doing our last video. This is his favorite. This is his favorite. See, guys, these are supposed to be up here like that, and so you can imagine the plant itself just, you know, like that. So I have to get these staked and because it's all bent there, but they're very hardy, so they'll stay in bloom for a while and survive. Here's another gorgeous one. And we've got mosquitoes out now, guys, and they're pitching on me, but I'm gonna do my best to get as many video of what's in bloom. Let me check my husband's section here. He loves the vandas. I have a few dens out here as well, And see, this one has already been damaged too from wind and stuff we had. And she was in bloom. She has a soft pink lip, but she's white. And I'm going to show you this other dendrobium here. She's in bloom. Very unusual color. Very small in flowers. Put my hand there, you can appreciate it. It's gorgeous. Very, very beautiful as well. We love, unusual stuff as well. There is a few blooms in here. Let's see if I can get to them. But that is a Vanda. And there's not too many blooming here, but I'll show you what's in bloom. Now, quite a few of these do smell really nice. It's gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Let's walk around here. So I do see some more in bloom. Sorry for the glare, guys. I'm gonna try my best, but it's very bright, and I hope I'm getting these so that you can appreciate them and see how gorgeous they are. Yes, look at this one, guys. Unusual color, but it's really nice. This one is also beautiful. Try and get in as close as I can. It's also gorgeous. There's a yellow one in the back. So those are what's in bloom in his section. Not many. The sun vandas are not doing anything right here at the moment. But I'll show you what's in bloom in the curve area. Here we are. Again, these need pruning up, but there's a lot of spent ones. But they still have some that is blooming here. This one there. That's on its way out. It's gorgeous, but it's not showing us all its beauty right here. It's like just lying down here. Let's see how I can get it. It's that. That's it there. And this one. These are big, guys. Look at the size. There's another yellow bird in bloom. And we have this one. This one. Like I said, there's so many that's not in bloom at this time, but when they are blooming, guys, oh wow, it is to die for. See, when it's usually like, I would say more like the springtime, we'll have a lot more in bloom. Let me go through here because sometimes there are some hanging like here. Look at that. It's pretty, yeah. I'm hoping that it's enough light for you to see it from the way I'm seeing it on the camera. This is the one that we just did from the front. And then there's another one blooming in the back here. And this is why it's so lovely to have different angles walking around in the garden. You can appreciate the orchids just blooming there. This is also one that is striped, and she is loving everything right now. She's loving it. Look at that. Beautiful. Really pretty. The garden doesn't look too bad, guys, from all of that wind and stuff that we had yesterday. And so we're happy to see that things are looking pretty good. Here's another. Sorry about that. The plane was flying over and it was really loud, so had to pause the video for a second, start back. So this is another one we have mounted, and it's not too many in bloom here. Some that are spiking, as you can see, they're getting ready. And this one is one of the encyclias that I have tucked in here, and it's loving its home there. In this area, we have sundandas, but there's nothing much happening at the moment. There is one that was blooming, but it's on its way out. There's quite a few that's getting ready. So yeah, that's it for the orchid blooms at the moment. As time goes by and we have more blooms, I will definitely show you all. Oh, I think I missed one or two here, guys. Remember the last video? We planted this. It's doing good. It's still doing its thing. So, yeah, there are a few in bloom right here. This one is a Cattleya, and this one is a Phalaenopsis. They're all mostly Phalaenopsis I have mounted to the tree here, and they're still going through their adjusting, but they're catching on really well. They're growing really well on the tree, so over time they will look gorgeous on there. I'll show you some more, guys. We actually did over here. There's a yellow bloom here as well with a lizard on it. Yeah, he just jumped off. Yeah, so we did some here as well. And these are doing a little better because they're in a little more shade. These you can see got some burnt, but they'll adjust. They're very hardy, and that's what I love about orchids, you know. Once they get established and once they get used to, there goes my husband, and once they get used to their homes, they just love it. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining on with my channel again. And be sure to subscribe if this is your first time viewing my channel. Be sure to like, send me your comments. And if you are a returning viewer and subscriber, thank you all so much. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and hope that you enjoyed my garden view of the orchids and what's in bloom, and the outcome of a little, rain type storm that we had yesterday, which I am so thrilled and pleased to see that was little to none damages done to our beautiful plants and garden. All right, guys, take care now. This is a Cattleya in full bloom, and this is a Brassavola yellowbird in full bloom. And this is all of the rain and the wind that we had yesterday that was just pouring. I mean, it was like pouring all afternoon. We had lots of wind. This video doesn't show you all of the wind gusts that we had, but you can see from some of the foxtail palms that the wind was blowing there at that time. In the background, it was a lot more windier, but you can get an idea how much wind and rain that we had in this video, and I just thought I would share that with you. So again, take care, guys, and I'm just happy to be able to share these moments with you. Take care now.